Okay, so toaster. Back to what you were saying. I was plugging in the USB right after you said that you had given them the Medicaid card. So
Yes.
what did the pharmacist do after they ran your insurance? Did they give you a reason of
It
invalid
said,
or?
yeah, it said that that it was well, they were getting the code that they usually get when you know how insurance is, you have to re-up every single year?
Yeah.
And apparently that is the not June, excuse me, May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I don't have, I'm separated from my ex, which is good, but I am still technically on his insurance until we're divorced, but without a card with the numbers. All I need is the numbers.
So log online. All the renewals, everything has got to be done online. Can't you do that?
I can't because I am not the policy holder.
Uh,
That's so
okay, but it's
sad.
Medicaid. It's Medicaid. It's
Oh,
gone through
Medicaid,
DCF. It goes
yes.
through Access. I mean, you've got
Medic.
an Access account.
No, no,
Well,
no, no.
In Florida, they call it Access. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can explain this better. My husband has insurance through his employer, and it
Oh, okay.
covers, yeah. Me
Okay.
knowing that I am going to be losing this, went ahead and applied for Medicaid, thinking, yes, this is my safety net. And when yesterday I went to the pharmacist and it's like, oh, okay, I need my safety net. I pull out the card and then find it is not a safety net because it still has to go through some other insurance first, which makes no sense to me. What? How do people who weren't as lucky as me and have another insurance do this?
What has to change there is that primary insurance that they're showing on your file at CVS or whatever pharmacy you're going to has to no longer be your primary insurance. And you
Okay.
should be able to make that change by telling them that the insurance holder and you are separated.
Yeah, I thought so. Justin, he's my pharmacist. He knows.
Maybe he didn't want to embrace customer service on that day,
I
but
don't know.
you should easily be able to remove that. You remove that PPO or your husband's HMO or whatever as your primary insurance and switch that to Medicaid as the only and primary source of insurance. They shouldn't have a problem doing that for you.
Okay. This is gonna sound horrible. Do you think you could um text that, or not text that, but like put that in the chat real quick while I go
Okay,
get a piece of paper?
who's your pharmacist so I can look up the contact
Um,
information?
his
Or
name
pharmacy, sorry.
is Sam's Club Pharmacy
Okay.
in Matthews, North Carolina.
Okay.
And I yeah, I don't know. I was just so shocked yesterday that the Medicaid just didn't do anything, and it's like, okay, what am I
Windsor
going?
Square Drive sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
That's where my mom takes me. My mom
Okay, there
didn't
we
know
go.
what to do either.
All right, well, they're open till 7 tonight, and I'm putting it in. Would you rather this in a message? Like a direct message kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Either way, but call them, tell them that the primary insurance is no longer primary insurance, and to take it off. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Open.
I might do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome, you guys. You guys are the newbies. Everybody else is kind of regulars. Wait, Alex, this is your second time, right?
Yeah, second time.
Yeah, this is my first time. Sorry, I don't really know how this works.
It's all right. I just ask a bunch of questions and I get opinions on people's things, and if they're watching it, then they get their stuff answered. Sometimes you might hear something that you posted. If you posted in the epilepsy chat, I just go through it and I don't read them. So sometimes you might be like, what the? I didn't read it. I just read the caption, like, this might be interesting. I don't want to read it and then read it to you guys, and I'm not as excited or ooh when I read this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just reading it to you. And yeah, I like to have the emotion of reading it together. Most of the time, I'm like, hold on.
Oh my
no.
God. I don't know what you just
Yeah.
did, but now my pharmacy's calling me. Bye.
Don't you just love Kate?
He working some magic.
Right. I'm just waiting for her to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Pookie and Kate.
Come on now, don't tell me that and you love jalapenos in the same meeting. All right, here we go. I guess there's a limit to how many how long you can type a direct message, so I gotta find her to do it another way. All right, glad to hear everybody is on track today. So if it's a real busy topic or anything for anybody who's new, we try to remind to don't hesitate to raise your hand. We're all always looking at, who's ready to speak up.
oh yeah, you can do that too. But there's another thing. There's a button down here. It says reactions. You can raise your hand. But yeah, you can raise your hand like that, or if no one's talking, jump in. If anybody starts talking while I'm talking, I'll always stop because I can talk later.
I don't know if I raised my hand correctly with the emoji or the reaction or.
Yeah, that's good right there.
I'm a part of the epilepsy supports on Reddit, and two people gave me this as what to do because, and I'm sorry if I can't control my emotions at all because of FICOMPA. Is anybody on FICOMPA?
No, I had not.
No,
Kate
never
is.
heard of it.
I got off of FICOMPA relatively quickly for that reason.
Okay.
Because I felt like it was such an emotional roller coaster, and that was on the starting dose.
I found some
Yeah.
oxycarbazine. I didn't even know I had
Does
it.
anybody have? Does anyone here have drug-resistant epilepsy?
That's me.
That's Kate.
Okay, that's all right.
And
I'm
Sailor Mom when she gets on, if she gets on.
Yeah.
Yes, we have plenty of members with drug-resistant epilepsy. Some of us have gone the surgical route. Some of us are just taking more than 5 meds, and we can definitely all relate to whatever drug-resistant topic comes up.
Does anybody have a high chance of SUDEP?
I think they told me
Sorry to hear
during
that.
pregnancies, yes, but I don't know if that's on the regular my chart.
Yeah, Sailor,
Okay.
hers is like that. Mine, I stopped breathing a few times. They haven't even talked about SUDEP. I just stopped breathing. Hi, Melissa. Okay, you want me to start? You got some things?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just looking for Toaster. I still got to
Go
get
ahead,
this
Jenny.
message to
Hi,
Toaster.
Melissa.
I'm here.
Oh,
It was
shoot. Okay.
my pharmacy, but it was just a standardized. Your prescription is
Oh.
ready for pickup.
It's a
Which I
bot.
can't pay
Okay.
for.
Okay,
But it's
so
good.
that
They
was
at least have the
good.
Excopri in now.
She's good at what
So-
she does.
that's a tease.
So I don't have to worry as much. I texted my mom. She's gonna pay for it. So it's gonna be
Alright, well.
$1,000. But I'm lucky. I'm lucky I have my mom.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, my son, my dad, the doggies.
Absolutely.
Hello, Melissa, Jamie, and Emma.
Okay, can I start?
Please do.
Right. So I found something. It says worth it with a question mark. I haven't read it, so be with me. Oh, it's a rant also. It says, hey guys, I don't want to sound depressed or done with life, but my life is just full of shit since I got it. I was happy and full of life before and now, and I just feel like a piece of shit. I have panic attacks every time I feel weird. I cry so much, I'm just done. I just wonder if living is worth it. Does anyone of you ever think the same? Oh yeah, once upon a time. Oh yeah, I thought it was over.
Yeah. I've been through it. I've been through a 23-hour stay, and living is definitely worth it. I have my daughter, and she is great. Like, makes me want to be around forever.
Right. I seen a post and I asked for like weeks in a row, and there was one who someone said, what makes you want to live? And I was like, family, my kids. But yeah, that's a good reason to stay alive. Anybody else? I've been on the edge of that bridge in my mind. Yeah, been there. Thought about it. Changed medications. Medication things makes you want to think about stuff like that.
That is what it comes down to. Know when to
Call
ask
the
for help.
neurologist, and I'm like, no neurologist. The other medication never made me think about this stuff. Any opinions on that last one?
Jamie Lynn, you
No?
still have your hand up?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know how to change that.
Oh, no worries.
I think that's kind of the bridge I'm on right now. I'm on like my 10th and 11th medicine because I'm on my second neurologist, but I'm going back to the original neurologist who really had me on a controlled route, and it was this past Tuesday. I mean, I'm a very, very nice person, and I mean, I literally I freaked out. I mean, the closest thing I can describe myself was I can't even talk. I freaked out and lost myself. I was trying to break everything. I was losing myself. I was scaring the kids in my family. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do, and I'm grateful that I'm on this meeting with you guys, and it's just like, what do you do when you're with a doctor that says the only thing that will help you is taking out this much of your brain? Like, that's why I'm going back to my other neurologist, but it's just like I'm sorry, I'm literally not going to know how to talk if I just don't stop right now.
It's all right.
No,
Take your time.
absolutely. Yeah.
Jen, it's all good. It's all good, honey.
When my
Didn't you go through the
neurologist,
same thing, Toaster? Didn't they take some of your brain?
so when it comes down to that conversation, the doctors told me that it was, it was something they were really looking forward to seeing if I qualified for, and before the sleep EEG and determining what would be the best course, they did bring up that as a surgical solution, but it sounds like they really just are having no consideration for your state of mind at this point, Jamie Lynn. Maybe they didn't bring it up the right way and just explain what the actual benefits would be, because that sounds so intimidating and overwhelming
Yeah,
to
it's
just,
not right.
have that as a solution and with no explanation. I think you're definitely doing the right thing. You have your appointment
Yes, most
with the other
definitely.
neurologist.
Yes.
Does the other neurologist or anybody at the office, maybe if you could reach out to them to just get in sooner, get in
Yeah.
as soon as
So
possible.
I meet with my original neurologist. I meet with him tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I already go back. I
Okay.
have an appointment with my original PCP. I saw her for like 15 years. I have an appointment scheduled with her as well. And I'm just like with the neurologist that I switched to, they did all this testing, and like you said, they have no consideration for my state of mind. They're like, you have to do this testing, and in 3 months we're gonna have to do the EEG where we put all of the things inside your head connected to your brain, and what you should do is have your family shave your head for you and make it a great little
What?
event. And I was just like,
No.
what the fuck is this? And now on the Phi Compa, I've made a list to go over with my parents, and I'm gonna go over it with my neurologist. I mean, homicidal, suicidal thoughts, like all of these things. I mean, I've literally just I've never been this person before.
Jenny
Jamie
Lynn,
Lynn, you've got
there's
to
many,
understand this
many.
is Go ahead, Tom.
There's many, 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 many different drugs. And when one of them isn't working right for us, there's many others that they can try. This obviously is not working for you. I think your new neurologist is going to see this, not your new one, your old one is going to
Yeah.
see this, and he will make changes. I promise. Wait,
Thank
don't
you,
say
Tom.
that, Tom. Wait, I don't want to say I promise. But no.
You're giving her hope.
Yeah, they'll see that, and they'll do something. They'll do what needs to be done. Obviously, that this new neurologist doesn't have it together.
Yeah.
Your old neurologist will get all the same tests. He'll get everything that this new guy did,
Yeah.
and he'll make you some new decisions for you. I'm sure of it.
And just please don't blame yourself for
can't have you
anything,
live
any
like that.
impression that you've made on your family, your children. If anything, long term, this can be a learning experience, a positive one
Yeah,
for your family as well as you. So just please don't blame yourself and never let the guilt take up any of your energy, because that's a really, really draining feeling, and
It'll
you
consume
need your
you.
energy right now to focus on yourself.
right.
And
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if
definitely
any
the
of you
medicine.
guys, yeah, if you guys have, and it's not all of my family, my parents are here for me, but my siblings have pretty much looked at me as like, oh well, you're the devil, I'm leaving. And
No, honey, no, don't, no, honey, no. Honey, no. Positive thoughts, sweetie.
Yeah, I would
Positive
say
Alex,
the
what were you
same
thoughts.
gonna say?
thing, but
Okay.
mines aren't supportive. So, yeah, they aren't the best
Positive
support,
thoughts.
and they don't want to learn anything about epilepsy. So I just let it go. But yeah, I know where you're coming from. Support system is everything with epilepsy. We all need a support system. You can go
That's why we're
crazy
here.
without it. And
thank you
I've been
guys.
there. Like I said, I've been on the edge of that bridge in my mind. No support system to help me get out of it, and just being alone. You need someone. Everybody needs someone.
Thank you
You have
guys.
us. You have us.
Thank you.
Alex,
And
what
are
were you gonna
these?
say? Oh, go ahead, Jamie.
No, I was just gonna ask. I know I got the thing that says it's Tuesday and Friday. Are these meetings? Is it weekly?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And in the meantime, you can always message on Reddit. I'm sure we all check our Reddits every day. And
Every day, multiple times.
my
Right.
name is Katie, but on Reddit I'm Mom1021.
Mom 1021. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Or you
What's your
can-
Reddit name?
I will look at it and message in the thing, honestly.
Okay.
It's like fun scratch something. I don't know. I'll have to change it.
Okay. That's
Okay,
what I was trying to
excuse
do
me.
too, and they're strict about not changing it. I picked whatever just popped into my mind, thinking Reddit wasn't gonna be anything, and yeah, now I'm stuck. I'm totally stuck with it.
I
We're
made a
trying to make it a
suggestion.
family, like
Emma, I'm
basically a
sorry.
close
I'm sorry, Emma.
community.
Go ahead, Angel.
I was trying to say we're trying to make Pookie's page, Reddit page, a close family community, because we don't want it to be another message board.
Okay, that's a
Right.
good way of looking at it. Alex,
I
you
told
think
it-
we've achieved that yet?
Yeah, I told the other guy from the epilepsy subreddit that we can work together and stop banning my moderators. After what he said, and then me and him had a conversation. I was like, "Can we push something with epilepsy awareness? Me and you can work together, and you don't have to just have a message board. We got a community over here." And he's like, "Nope." I'm like, "All right." So I went back to the messages. He deleted his messages but left mine. And they're just blocking all my moderators and blocking me. So hey, we can still. They told me stop recruiting people from the epilepsy thing. Not recruiting people. I'm
Emma,
bargaining
Jenny,
chips.
Lynn, Melissa.
You
I
don't belong to
probably
him.
messaged you yesterday and I got banned. But I'm glad you guys showed up today. Because that's what matters. It all
Yes.
matters is you guys being here and getting the support you need.
And speaking of hearing everybody's voice, Alex, you've had your hand up for a long time. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I was just gonna say, Jamie, I had similar experiences in terms of I wasn't on perampanel, but I had cenobamate, which is the I think in the States. I'm from the UK, so I think in the States it's called Xcopri. Um, and that also gave me like suicidal thoughts. And I'm still on it, and it still gives me suicidal thoughts, and they're daily. Like the thought pops in, and like I have to like rationalize with my brain and be like, okay, I need to pop it out. But like I can sense myself, I've had epilepsy for 10 years now, and I don't have like friends. I do have a girlfriend, but I feel like I'm self-sabotaging that. Just I don't know why, but that's just a thought. But I don't have any friends anymore. I kind of just stay indoors all day because I'm, scared to go outside in case I have like a seizure. And it's just, you know, I don't know, like quite a tough mental place to be in. And that's why I joined this group. Like I like last Friday was my first call, but I felt like I needed, you know, some sort of place where I could meet other epileptics because I actually hadn't met anybody with epilepsy in my life in the last 10 years, which is a bit crazy to think about. But my
Neither have we.
neurologist, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I said neither have we. I didn't meet anyone with epilepsy until I started this.
It's pretty crazy to think about, but it's nice that we have, like that we are able to meet each other, because like I had similar experience with my first neurologist, because ex-corpy was quite new in the UK and it was like recently legalized. I think it was in like 2021 or 2022. When I was first on it, it was sort of just like, oh yeah, take it up to like 200 milligrams per day was a dose, I think. But no, like when I was telling my neurologist that I was starting to have suicidal thoughts, I still remember I was in a meeting with him, like face to face, and he basically said, "Oh, it can't be the epilepsy drugs. Like it's probably like you're probably going through something yourself." And I was like no, like in my head I was like, no way, like I know like this is happening, like I know myself pre-epilepsy and post-epilepsy, and like there's no way that this is happening. But like I felt like I was like he just didn't want to accept that it could be a side effect of the medication. And now I'm even on a higher dose because my seizures aren't controlled. But yeah, as in like like I try and just push those thoughts away, but it's like literally every single day, every single day, every single day. But yeah.
Well, first, I want to say, I think everyone would probably agree with this, but we're friends now because I think the same thing, honestly. And I've definitely every single day thought that now since starting the medication. I mean, I'll be sitting outside just literally thinking, I don't have anything anymore. And then something will come in my head, okay, then kill yourself. And then I'm like, no, stop, push it out. It's such dark thoughts. And for a doctor to say, oh no, it's not a medication, that's that's insane. And so I'm so sorry that you're going through that. And like I said, we're friends now, and I pray for you because that's just crazy.
No, thank
I
you.
always say these doctors suck. They keep everything on a don't ask, don't tell, I feel like. If you're going through it and you don't talk about it, they don't even bring it up. They know these pills can make you want to do all kinds of stuff. And I had to quit Keppra. I had to get off of Keppra. And luckily, when I told him, he was like, we can wean you off and get you on something else. Same day.
Yeah, this Keppra. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm allergic They kept rest of that. That was the first one they tried me on, and I break out in a huge rash. But the neurologist I'm going back to, I tried to ask him. He had me on lacosamide, which I'm still on, and topiramate or whatever, Topamax, and it was just making me lose a lot of weight. So I asked him, I'm like, could we please take me off of it? And he is so serious about, he's like, Jamie, that can really make, why would we want to take you off of a drug that can, it's controlling your seizures,
There's
let's
21 different drugs.
and oh, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, I'm just saying there's so many different drugs.
Oh,
And
exactly.
what
And so I was telling him, I'm like, well, because of this, it's my weight and this and that. And I am grateful because I thought, well, I'm just going to go to a different doctor. And so I went to this other doctor. He put me on something else. And then he has now switched my medicine 8 different times. And I've literally just gone down a mental tornado. And so I'm like, I am grateful that my other neurologist was serious about it. But like you said, there is other medications we could try, but you don't need to change it within the snap of your fingers, because look at what it does to someone,
Right. We know.
So that's all I have to say. If anyone else has anything.
I was going to go around and I was going to see what everybody's taking. When's your last seizure? And when were you diagnosed? I'll start with me. I was diagnosed in 2006. I've taken Dilantin. That was first for like 7 years. Then I take Keppra for a bunch of more years before I eventually need to get off of it. It was getting worse and worse. And then there was, I'm on Lamictal now, 200 milligrams twice daily. And my last seizure was April 11th. Also, I was having like focals, but I started taking these B12 vitamins. Haven't had a focal, I swear, like 2 weeks. I don't want to blame it on the vitamins, on the B12, but so far it's been doing good. I haven't been wandering off. Well, wandering off is my seizures. I've been wandering off lately. Those have been my seizures. Wake up in people's houses and stuff. Different story.
What do you have?
Huh?
What kind of epilepsy do you have?
To be honest, I just have epilepsy, I guess. I was in a car accident. I was run over by a kid when I was run over by a car when I was little. So I just have encephalomalacia on the right side of my head, just soft brain tissue. So I hear everybody like, oh, I got frontal lobe and I got this and that. I'm born with a cyst or stuff like that. Mine wasn't like that. Mine was from brain trauma, and the brain's never gonna heal. So it was never gonna heal. But when I started taking Benadryl, is what brought it on sooner. I think I could have made it further, made it like my 20s. I was gonna get epilepsy regardless, but I was taking Benadryl as a teen I had an allergic reaction to fleas, and my dog had fleas. So Benadryl, we're not supposed to take that. So it brought on the epilepsy much sooner than I think I could have lasted, maybe to my early 20s, but I got it in my teens because I was on Benadryl heavy.
Wow.
And that's such a major point that a lot of the doctors don't tell you.
I was just gonna say, so Benadryl is never supposed to be taken with people with epilepsy.
Right. Antihistamines in general are.
They don't tell you that.
Right.
Yeah.
They wait for you to go in the emergency room. You need it.
That's insane that doctors don't tell you stuff like this.
Don't ask, don't
There's a
tell.
lot of drug interactions. They don't tell you.
Epileptologists are way to go. Talk to epileptologists. I just found out there's one in Vancouver, Washington.
And since
But-
that is a limit for a lot of people, a restriction
Yes,
not to
it
be able to
is.
have access to an epileptologist, then some
Yes.
neurologists, you can make the relationship work if you did,
Mhm.
make sure that doctor understands. I don't want to say you're a force to be reckoned with, but some of them need to. You kind of got to get in their face. But as long as you show this doctor that your concern and priority is actually improving your condition, managing your life, then it seems like they're more willing to work with you when you show them that you're a serious patient, not just another number.
And that you are doing research yourself. That will help them to recognize how important this is. You're not just, okay, well, I've got a I have epilepsy, and I'm just gonna accept it and go on. Whatever you want.
All right, so Tom, now you're up. What are your meds, diagnosis date, and last seizure?
Lamictal, I can't say it. The generic Keppra begins with an LEV.
Levetiracetam
That's the stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
or levetiracetam. You know, everybody has
Something
different
like that.
pronunciations.
Most of us
I
know
kind of
what
want to
it
hear.
is.
I kind of want to hear Alex say it.
We just call it
Or
the devil.
Ann. But yeah, I had a seizure the other day. Today at 12:50, I'm going to talk to my neurologist and see if I can't get off of this Keppra. I'm doing a video chat. I guess I haven't seen my neurologist in 2 years, but I found out yesterday that he retired or changed clinics or something. So, and the guy I'm going to talk to is going to be here for another month. So, I have to get another one for sure. But anyway, that's my deal. Keppra and the Lamictal had a seizure the other day. Moving on.
All right. How about you, Emma?
So I'm in a diagnostic hell right now. So man, sorry, I have seizures every night. I just got a nanny cam. So I've been watching myself have them every night. My eyes open and I look like the Exorcist. So I had an abnormal routine EEG that showed I have occipital slowing and spike waves. But my neurologist decided that I have dissociation. So it seemed like she was pissed off that it came back abnormal. So even though I described my symptoms before that and it perfectly matches up to my experience. So I did a VEEG and that didn't show anything, but the epilepsy doctors told me that my seizures sounded like focal seizures. Went back to my neurologist and she was like, well, epilepsy doctors are biased towards diagnosing epilepsy. So now I'm going in for my MRI with contrast and I'm going to see the neurologist who actually looked over my abnormal EEG. So hopefully we'll get some answers. But yeah, watching yourself have a seizure every night is kind of crazy while your neurologist won't do anything. So I'm not really sure what to do from here.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I have
I'm
a camera
sure
in my
the.
room. I have a
Okay,
camera in my
yeah.
room, so I have some. I posted a video of my seizure I had in bed. Luckily, my mom was there. She was like, "Get me through it." You can see the
Oh,
video.
that's you.
She's like, "Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. You got this." I was like, "Oh," I cry every time I watch it. My
Oh my
mom,
God.
she's my superhero, and she's like 5'5" and I'm 6'3". She was like holding me to make sure I didn't fall on the side of the bed. I mean, fall off the bed. But yeah, for like 40 seconds, I was watching the whole time. She's like, "Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. You got this." Helping me through it. My superhero. My best support. She watches all my YouTube videos and she's getting a better understanding for what we have going on too. The most understanding she's had is watching me go through things and just being there and knowing the most besides everything else. She was the only one that doesn't send me straight to the hospital because she knows how to get through it and she wasn't scared. We can move on to the next. Anybody else? How long you been diagnosed and what are you taking? And when was your last seizure?
I'll go. First, I want to say something to Emma. I never seen one of my own seizures as far as I recall, but I experienced my cluster seizure. I was fully aware for it, and it was scary as hell, you know? And I understand, like, And for it to go on long, it is very, very, very scary. Um, well, in terms of what I'm taking currently, I'm on methoxamide, which is gelatin, and Klonopin, 1 milligram. Oh yeah, the methoxamide is 300 milligrams 3 times a day. And the Klonopin I take at night, 1 milligram. And I take lacosamide, 200 milligrams twice a day. I was diagnosed in 1997, and I was just walking to school one day, and a couple months later, boom. And my parents seen the grand mal, and after that, another one came, and yep, I'm an epileptic. That's me.
Angel, are you not aware of your seizures usually?
Nope. I have they diagnosed me with CPS, um, and everything goes unaware. So the cluster one was the only one I was ever aware of. So I was scared.
Yeah.
So to what Angel was saying, or he was aware, mine, I was actually doing one of these, and I was just in and out of it. People were talking, and every time it would come back to me is when somebody would be like, "Hey, Pookie." Then I come out of it, I'd be smiling because I did not know where I was, but I didn't want to say anything. You can watch it on YouTube. It was crazy. I was having a cluster like out of it for like 30 minutes at a time. People were talking, and then they asked me a question, and I'm like, "Huh?" You gotta watch it. It was crazy. I laughed at it so much. My mother was like, "Are you serious? This is what was going on?" Yeah, yeah. I was sitting there just not knowing what was going on, and
Oh,
luckily there was other people to talk because every time the camera looked at me, I was asleep one time, and then one time I came out of it, and I'm like showing pictures of some other website of these masks and stuff. I was long gone. I was off topic by a long shot.
And that's how it's so easy to recognize when, like your whole tone of voice and like the pace changes and just how you're speaking. So just before I forget, levetiracetam and clobazam for me, diagnosed in 2006. Last seizure was Friday. And that was while I was washing the dog or getting ready to wash the dog, and I found the towels like hours later in the laundry room, and yeah, that was definitely a wander off moment. How about you, Melissa?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. This is weird to me talking to people I don't know. But yeah, I was diagnosed in 2007, and so I've had it what's 20 years now. And let's see. I take Kebra generic and Lamictal, and I take the Zopri, that's new.
Yeah.
I just started that. They just added it. She was hoping to put me on that and then it'd take care of my seizures and then wean me off Keppra. But my seizures, I'm still having them. I had one on Wednesday. Oh, and I take Trintellix. It's like a antidepressant. So I don't know if because I usually have them like once a year, but recently they've been like every 6 months and then 4 months, then every month. And so it's just, um, it's kind of scary because I put in the chat that I met one person that had epilepsy that actually had tonic clonics like I do. And then she died. She was pregnant. And so like I know it's like rare to die, but it's like, well, I met somebody, so it can be rare, but I know somebody and it's like really scary. And I mean, it's just so scary.
I'm
So
really
I guess I have trauma related to that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't know her for very long, but the fact that I did know her and that her name was the same as mine.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Talk about bringing it
Yeah.
close to home.
Yeah,
Right.
so, yeah. And, I'm going to the neurologist on Friday.
So were you
Um,
aware that antidepressant medications lower your seizure threshold?
well, some of them are worse than others. Like, I
Right.
know Wellbutrin is like a no-go. It's like,
Okay.
don't take Wellbutrin. But like some other ones are okay with epilepsy.
So at least your psychiatrist is, taking into account your comorbidities.
Well, I don't see the psychiatrist. My general practitioner
Oh, okay.
does that. But yeah, I look up everything because I feel like nobody really knows as much as I do, even the neurologist. And
Absolutely. Yeah, you do have to
like
advocate for yourself. That's a really common thread here. Go ahead, Emma.
we're military family, so we
Oh,
move a
okay.
lot. So I'm always getting a new neurologist and
Oh,
so that sucks. I'll get a really good one and then we'll move. And then it's like, then I get a crappy one and it just really sucks. Last, I was seeing the nurse practitioner at the the clinic I was going to, and she was like accusing me of not taking my medicine. And I was like, I am taking my medicine. And then she was giving me nasty look like you're lying to me. And I'm like, why wouldn't I take my medicine? I mean, that's ridiculous. I was like, you gave me 2 weeks of a sample. That's why I still have some left. And then she was just like, okay. Like, I was like, dude. And then so when I called for this next appointment, I was like, I don't want to see that lady again. I want to see the doctor. So I was like, and I'm like, I'm talking a lot now, but I'm kind of shy and I don't always advocate for myself. But I felt so proud of myself that I like stood up and I was like, I did not like that lady. She was not compassionate and I do not want to see her again.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's hard to say sometimes. Like it's so simple, but it's hard to say.
Mm-hmm. I like how you said that. It's hard to say. It sounds simple, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Oh, one last thing. I'm going to say this. I was in the military when I got diagnosed. So I'm very lucky that I get, whatchamacallit, disability money from the Air Force.
Thank you
So
for your
even though it sucks that I have it, I'm like, well, at least I was in the Air Force when I got it because now I get disability and I can't work. So it helps that with our finances and everything.
Thanks for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely. All right, so
someone
we're
got the
moving
Eagles
on with
on.
the what was I gonna say? Those introductions. I haven't been keeping track of who went and who didn't. So last I remember was Angel and Pookie. How about Jeff? How long
Right.
have you been diagnosed? What are you taking? And
When was your
when
last
was your last
seizure?
seizure? Yeah, there you go.
I was
Hello, how are you
diagnosed.
today?
Oh,
Better than some, worse than others.
aren't they all like
My
that,
name is
Tom?
Tom Mitchell. Okay, you need my health record number?
I muted him. Sorry. He doesn't know he wasn't on mute, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. Okay, you're good, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Um, hello, wait a second. I was diagnosed in probably December or January of either 22 or 23. That's when I had my first known seizure, although recently my wife told me that I had some episodes previously. So I'm really new to this. My last seizure was, today is Tuesday, Saturday. And I get them pretty much 3 or 4 nights in a row. Mine are all at night. And I don't have them for 3 or 4 nights in a row. So that's kind of confusing to me. Other than that, I joined so I could learn stuff, and you guys are all terrific. And I love it here. This is the most welcome I've ever been on any site. You guys are all terrific and very helpful. The information is probably more accurate than I would get from my doctor because you're all living with it.
First-hand experiences.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something that the doctor, my camera keeps going off. I don't think that's something the doctors can generally give. They can tell you about stuff, but they've never experienced it. And that's my story. I generally listen because I don't know anything. I'm learning from all of you. And I hear your stories, and they're much worse than mine because I don't have time. If I do, they're asleep. I've had 2, but they're while sleeping. So I don't have those experiences that you guys all have, but I can still listen and learn stuff. So,
Hey, Rachel, welcome back, Rachel. It's like your 3rd time. Jeff is a regular now.
yeah,
Jeff from Philly.
I am becoming a regular, and
Right.
and I my wife keeps bugging me, don't stay on, and I tell her this is my favorite part of the week.
Same here. I always feel good the next day. Like, no lie. Like, the next day, I always feel good. Like, I just had a good day yesterday, and it just goes on. And, yeah, same thing with Friday. My Saturdays are always good.
Same thing. Even this Saturday was good, Pookie. When it was just me
Oh,
and you
yeah.
doing that one-on-one.
Yeah, that was nice. So my Sunday was good, too.
Awesome.
And Sailor Mom, I brought my yogurt today.
Who's next?
How about Rachel? We're doing going over introductions for everybody just to say what medications you're taking, when your last seizure was, and when you were diagnosed.
Okay. Rachel, I am in Portland, Oregon. I was diagnosed. First seizure was March of 2021. I'm on lamotrigine, lacosamide, and zonisamide. Last seizure, gosh darn it. I think it was in April. But I have auras, so I'm still at that phase in my journey where I'm like, was that a seizure? Was it not? So fairly certain I have them. Probably had a couple today. It's funny, I was thinking, man, it would be nice to have like a little portable EEG that just tells me. Because when I was in the EMU, it was like, I had the button to push it because I'd be like, oh, I feel weird. And they're like, well, push the button. And then when I'd push it, they're like, that was a seizure. So I was just trying to understand all those things. And in 2 weeks from today, I have my resection surgery right here. So I'm trying to just stay positive and hang out with my cats, enjoy the sunshine. I'm a plant person, so just really trying to keep myself happy until that happens. But I did want to reach out to my neurosurgeon. I had my pre-op last week, and I just kind of want to know, like, what are my restrictions? So if anyone's had a resection surgery, I'm curious to know what your restrictions were post-op. That's it.
I have not had
Thanks.
one of those.
I didn't have a resection surgery myself, but what I'm seeing on just kind of an AI overview is that the period of recovery includes pain management, incision care, gradual resumption of normal activity. So basically, taking it slow.
Right.
Watching out for on that incision for any signs of infection or just feeling anything outside of the normal threshold. Like anything feeling like it's you're reaching your pain threshold. I mean, it's hard to describe, but after like the second surgery, I realized, what it was the normal pain. Obviously, getting one of those neck pillows and then stacking up a couple little ones under that. Just it's prep. It's prep. Really was what made it easier after the second and third surgery was just knowing what to do by the time we got back,
Right. Yeah,
what you're walking back into.
for sure. Yeah, thanks, Katie.
No problem. All right. So introduction from Alex and Emma are next. Emma, you're unmuted. You might as well go first.
Is there another Emma? Because I did go.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to my memory. I guess maybe Alex is the only intro that we haven't heard yet.
Welcome to everybody's memory.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, I have a memory of a goldfish as well.
I forgot I was on mute.
So I've had epilepsy since 2015. And I take clobazam, Xcopri, and Tegretol, or carbamazepine. I don't know which name it has, but I take those three drugs, and I have a mixture of tonics and focal absence, seizures. Yeah.
Okay. And then Jamie Lynn.
Sorry, I was trying to get myself unmuted and get my phone plugged in.
No problem.
So I was diagnosed in May of 2021. This is my mom's dog who follows me everywhere. I had a random grand mal in the middle of the night and then started having here's my memory, the auras like a month later, and then I got diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy after that. They have just become so much worse over the past few years. They were like once a month and now they're like every day. My medications I'm gonna put in the chat because it's so insane. The 5 lacosamide, topiramate, ficampa, clobazam, and clorazepate are all of the ones I'm taking right now. The ones above that are all of the ones that they've tried me on. So I'm going back to my my old neurologist tomorrow and just hoping that it will be a better route.
Well, you're doing an amazing job at staying on top of what medicines you've tried and what does work, or what you're trying now at least, because that's definitely an important thing to keep track of.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for being here for me and just making people feel comfortable, because that's definitely something that is just
Total safe space.
crazy important for people going through. Yes, a safe space, exactly. Thank you.
All right, and Jamie Lynn, apologies for forgetting.
Hey, as you saw, our memories are on and off all the time.
There you go. Okay, so medications, date of diagnosis, and when was your last seizure?
Oh, my last one was, and I actually think it's been a few days. My last one was Tuesday, and it was the first one I've ever had. It was because of the ficampa. It was like a I don't even know what they told me. It was considered like a rage attack seizure. I don't even, like, I started blacking out, and then, like I said, I was trying to kill everything and just literally ruin I've never had a seizure like that. I didn't even know seizures could happen like that. But yeah, that was the last one, Tuesday. I'm grateful that it hasn't happened since.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, and catch me up, Pookie. Did I forget anybody else?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Everybody else
okay.
is.
Did we get Sailor Mom?
I was gonna say that.
Thank
Angel,
you.
there you go.
And I'm reading her
Somebody's
in the
memory.
chat right now.
Somebody was gonna remember it.
Fail.
I'm not new, of course. Everyone knows that.
My co-host right there.
Yeah, total founder.
Let's see. So yeah, my medication list looks about like that. It's like the ones I'm on, the ones I failed. It's about, let's see, we got 5, 8 or 9. I don't know. It's a lot of failed ones. So don't feel too bad, Jamie. That's like my yeah, that's what I do to my doctor basically. Yeah, let's see. I think I had, well, I had an aura yesterday, so I guess that counts. And I was diagnosed in December. Well, I had the first one in September of 2020, and I think we got final diagnosis October, November of 2020, after I had the in-hospital EEG, because they couldn't catch them, you know, on their little tiny EEGs and MRIs that they do. Yeah, but then they couldn't find the reason, you know, they said it's unexplained, all that, medication resistant, and high risk of SUDEP, because that's what I did the first time. I just stopped breathing in my sleep. So I've done it a couple times, but we're lucky. It's still here.
Absolutely. We have all learned so much from you.
I hardly know anything except what my doctor tells me and what my husband has researched and what I've literally lived through. Yeah,
Exactly. That's the biggest help.
Is that it? Let's see. Diagnosis, medication. Okay, so currently it's the Klonopin and the Fycompa and the Dilantin and the Epidiolex and yeah, a couple other things. Anyway, I can type them out if everybody wants to know.
When was your last seizure?
Yesterday. I had an aura. I had to go to bed for about 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you told me that. Yeah.
I was trying to deny it, you know, like while it's happening, I'm going, I'm just, you know, it's hot and I'm full of, you know, dehydration and I haven't eaten enough and it's this and that. I tried all of the other things and it just kept happening. And I was like, okay, this is bad. I should probably just admit I don't feel good and tell everybody and lay down. And that's what I did, sadly. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a common thread for a lot of mothers, especially. Just kind of blow it off until you can no longer deny it and actually have to get better.
Yeah. It was a big day anyway, so I was like, I can't, okay, forget it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, I guess Jamie wants to go, so I will mute myself because I've said a lot.
Oh no, well, I kind of just had like 2 things. One, I had a question with people's auras. My auras mostly are just like the most insane deja vu. Is that what other people experience, or is it just, or like heat? I guess that's my first thing, and then I'll lead into the other part. I was really, really interested in if that's what people experience or if it's something different with their auras. Yes, Santa Mom.
So sometimes I get super, super, super hot, like really fast. And my husband has woken me up after a seizure and said, been on top of me and feeling me. And he's like, "You're so hot. Why are you so hot?" But sometimes it's smells. That has been a
Yeah.
common thing lately, and I don't like that at all because the last time that was like a common thing for a few months, it led to pretty serious grand mal just like instantly. It was like I didn't even have time. I would have time to ask the person next to me, did they smell that? And then boom. So that's been a little freaky, but it hasn't been that quick. So I've been just keeping track. Yesterday, I think that was bleach, and it shouldn't have been. The other day was some other weird thing that I don't even remember. It definitely wasn't there. And I asked like 3 people. What else? Oh, sometimes my vision gets weird, and sometimes I do have deja vu. I, in the past, have had serious deja vu. That has gotten lighter, I guess, with this particular medications that I'm on. Maybe the Dilantin, I don't know, but yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's not that weird for sure. Getting hot, getting deja vu, get smells, watery vision, or like sometimes I get like, I don't know, rainbows in my eyes kind of before. I don't know how else to
Yeah.
explain it. or sparkles.
The last thing I did just want to say, because I'm from Virginia. I moved the day I was going to West Virginia to look at the house I bought is the first day I ever had a seizure. So I guess that should have showed me something. But I'm moving back to Virginia with my family. But there was one day I was in the house with my son, who's now 7, and I stood up after eating and I smelled this. It's always like weird rubber gas, and I had deja vu, and I got super dizzy. And the next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital, and they told me that my son found me on the ground having a super big grand mal. And so he ran out of the house. He ran to the neighbor's house, but the neighbors didn't answer. So he got on his bike. And my sister, thank God, lives down the street. So he rode down the street, got my sister, and they came and got me. And he saved my life. And so the fire department gave him an award for literally saving me. I just think that is the most incredible thing. And it's things like that that are just so special in our lives. And no, it's like, no, I never wanted to have something like that, but it's things that my son will remember. And I wanted to share that because it truly is just incredible. Even though not only am I still here today, but it's because of my son.
And trust me, if I can speak from experience, your children will never let you forget. My daughter throws it in my face so many times that she saved my life, so I should get her more Robux, bottom line.
He asks me about that all the time, so I should.
I'm telling you, they do remember. That's for sure. What do you think, Melissa?
I was gonna tell a story about my son. My husband was deployed, so it was just me and the kids. And it was right after COVID. My kids at the time were like, my son was 10 or 11, and my daughter's 2 years younger than him, so like 8, I don't know. And I decided my seizures weren't quite as bad as they are now. I decided it'd be a great idea to do something fun and go on a vacation out of state with just me and the kids. I ended up having like a really bad seizure, and we were out of state. My son was like 10 years old, and he had to get in touch with my mom, his grandma, and he didn't really know the name of the place we were staying at. So between him and my mom, they figured out the name of the hotel, where we were. So I didn't even tell my parents we were going on a vacation because My mom worries too much about me, so I didn't want to tell her. So he figured it out, and the paramedics were able to find us. And I woke up in the hospital, and yeah, and then my parents came out of state and came pick me up from the hospital. My kids were just pretty much sitting in the hospital the whole time while my parents were driving. And it was like the middle of the night too. So it was like midnight or something like that. But now he's 14 and like I'm really not cool and he'd rather have nothing to do with me. So there's that. But he has been there for me several times. My husband was deployed and it was just me and the kids. And, I'm just so lucky to have him. Just kids can handle a lot more than, people outside our family realize.
Probably gonna have to heat it up in here.
Absolutely. Sometimes I feel I couldn't help but feel guilty about her having to grow up so fast, but she remembers a lot more of the positive and important things that definitely more. It seems like children always have an easier time focusing on the positive than the negative if you even like start to steer them in that direction. This is stuff they come up with is inspiring. And children are amazing, that's for sure.
And things always, my
I leave
mom
with you.
always. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
When are
Sorry.
you leaving? So I'll eat now.
Jeff is not talking to the group. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say my mom always tells me things always happen, as hard as it may seem or may be to accept. Things always happen the way they do for a reason, and it really is once you take a step back and realize it. And it's good for everyone because you wouldn't be here without the people that are around you. Like me right now. You saw me at the beginning of this meeting. I'm calm right now because of you guys, and I'm really, really grateful. So thank you guys.
No problem.
Absolutely. Glad to be here. So one of the first topics of discussion we had, looks like Anne is getting ready to come in, so we'll give her a big welcome. All right. A post said, does anyone else find that they sweat basically oil when they're in an episode? It stinks to high heaven and wakes you up every hour or so when you sleep. Then you can't sleep because your PJs are all wet and you need water, but you don't have the coordination to walk to the taps. Then you promptly vomit it all back up. Then later have a seizure and the sweats come after. Anybody else feel that way?
So sorry.
All the time.
That happens. Sometimes I'm just like, why do I stink so bad? I don't understand. I've never ever smelled like this. What is this? Anyway, sorry. But I was gonna say to Jamie that I'm from the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I've spent quite a lot of time in West Virginia. And hi. Hi, fellow Virginian.
Hello. I'll be back in Virginia again all the time soon.
I'm sorry to say that I am glad I'm not going back to Virginia. I suppose if my grandparents left me their house, maybe I would, but ooh. Yeah, I don't know.
So is it just cost of living or like negative memories out there? Because we're definitely going to be looking in Virginia maybe for some property this summer.
No, it's my brother.
Okay.
He's still there, and the last time I talked to him, he threatened to murder me. So I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to. We don't go there anymore.
Yeah, I would call that no reunions.
You're saying that your siblings are in Virginia still?
Only my one brother. My mom left. My other brother's here in California. Yeah, and I don't think there's any, but maybe my stepmother may or may not. She might be in West Virginia. She might be in Virginia. Last time we heard from her was the sheriff calling to try to get us to give up her location. And I was like, dude, I have not talked to her in like 15 years. I don't know. I don't know. You know why you have my phone number.
My mom and I had a really deep conversation when I first got here because my siblings are in West Virginia and that's where I'm leaving, because sometimes you just as much as family is family, sometimes family can't understand what you're going through. They just really can't. And sometimes you have to be away from them in order for everyone to grow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I do this, because a lot of people might have a circle around them and still not.
But still don't have support.
Yeah, still don't have the best support, but you have 10 people around you.
I mean, we've all talked about how I got epilepsy in the first place, so we're not going to go over that again.
Yeah, but I still just appreciate everybody's perspective because of how much light it can shed on what treatment will be. I mean, once again, I'm looking at property taxes and, education and everything else that you look at in a new place to live. But you guys are telling me exactly, and you guys are telling me like where the best care is basically.
I
I'm
don't
used
know
to having to
anything about
travel
the
3
care.
hours. But well, what I'm understanding, honestly, Anne just had me kind of piqued my interest in looking up all the marijuana laws, THC and CBD from state to state, and Tennessee and Kentucky are like the 2 most strict states on like still prosecuting possession.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Virginia now, but I know what it was like a long time ago, and I wouldn't trust them. And I'm sorry to say that.
Okay.
Me and my friends had some interactions with West Virginia police as well, so I don't know, but what is it now, Jamie?
No, I'm saying you're saying you wouldn't trust it, the marijuana laws or any laws in Virginia.
Oh, well, I've seen some people get away with some things.
Because I was gonna say I know a lot of people and they're doing a lot of things. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, I mean it wasn't like people weren't doing it, but like if you got caught, they were pretty strict. Like, yeah. But I don't know. That was 20 odd years ago, so I don't know what the laws are like now.
Curious. Just because I'm curious, where is everyone in this group? I know, Alex, you said you're in the UK. Where is everyone living right now?
I'm in Florida.
If you're okay to share.
We share.
Oh yeah.
I'm in California. I'm in the Bay Area. You ever heard of Stanford? I'm like right next door to Stanford, like the gold standard of hospitals for epilepsy.
I go to UCSF in San Francisco, but I'm a little bit further north in Northern California. Yeah.
I'm in Philly.
Cool.
I'm in Oakland. I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, but I'm in Oakland now.
Oh, nice.
I'm in
Wait,
Florida.
Were you a Mennonite?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
It's because I was. Both sides of my family, like, both my grandfathers were Mennonite ministers, so that's why I'm asking that bizarre question.
People on earth.
Okay, I'll shut up now.
Always welcome. Always. Now back to that sweaty subject though. I've noticed the difference in body wash. Have you guys ever tried a body wash that's not so thick, like comes out the consistency of like conditioner, and it's just like so much more moisture? I mean, maybe it's the humidity here has a lot to do with it too, but when I switched to literally just a kind of watered down body wash, it seemed like it helped me. The sweat wasn't so oily.
I sweat for no reason now. I think it's the medication. The sweat, my sleep, sweat for just sweat. Just it's the pills. I've never sweat this much in my life. But yeah, I wake up with a wet shirt. Yeah. So yeah, sweat is a thing these days.
Could I interject real fast?
Go ahead,
please.
Tom.
I just got off the phone with my neurologist. I just had a video chat. And I'm trying to get off of the Keppra. And he just prescribed me Excapri. And does anybody know anything about that?
That's what we started with.
I see lots of hands.
Taking Excapri.
I'm
allergic
allergic
do you think of
to
it?
I
Did
just
Alex-
started
What about-
taking it not too long ago.
Okay.
But I might need an increase because I'm on the lowest dose possible right now. So I don't know. like I said, I think it's brand new. It's like the FDA approved it in
Well, he jumped all
2019 or
over it. As soon
something.
as I said I wanted to get off the Keppra, so oh, I got something for you.
Yeah, it was just
This is a
recently.
new guy. I've never seen this guy before.
Oh,
It's new.
yeah.
It's
And he
it's expensive.
oh yeah, I just saw the dollar signs.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$1,400 a month.
Ooh, that ain't happening.
But with my insurance, I pay $40. So
Okay. I'm
that's
on
doable.
Kaiser, so
So
but
yeah, and yeah,
I've
that's
never
really
spent more than
expensive.
$40. But yeah. And he says, well, you just stop taking Keppra and
What?
start this stuff. And I said, excuse me?
Oh, turkey.
You want me to just stop
Okay,
taking
yeah.
Keppra? I said, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen.
Good call, bro. Good call.
No.
Yeah. No,
I
go.
said,
Don't
no,
even
no,
go.
no,
I would
no.
not even go back to them.
Oh,
Okay.
this guy's on contract.
What kind of contract?
I've never heard of a neurologist on contract with Kaiser. And I'm like, huh?
Oh boy, don't get me going. Oh boy.
Please
Oh,
do,
no,
Ann. That is why
and
we
don't go
love
there.
you.
Right. Let's
No,
get Ann
yeah.
going.
Yes,
Don't get
please.
Ann going yet. Don't get
No.
Ann going yet, because I'm not done.
Mm-mm.
So
Okay, of course, of course.
life is good. Life is good. So and there's like 3 or 4 different prescriptions of this same stuff. It's XCOPRI.
It's another
Yeah.
AED, if that helps you at all.
Yes, I know that. And I guess the generic is Cenobamate or something. But anyway, so yeah, it's got like 3 of these of the same drug. And I still have Keppra. I don't know. I'm gonna tell this guy that I'm sorry. I don't think this is going to work. I'll deal with my problems right now. My wife says I get a little angry sometimes.
Don't
On the
apologize,
Keppra, you
man.
do?
Don't apologize to that
Yeah.
doctor.
Tom,
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, I think you can probably find online a a schedule to work down your Keppra as you work up your X-Copri. Now, I'm not saying that X-Copri is going to work for you because it's one of my failed ones, and it is a brand new one. I'm not going to say anything like that, but I'm saying I'm certain that online you can probably find, because
Oh yeah.
there's been times when
And
I've been like, I need to cut down something, and I haven't been able to get a hold of my doctor to figure out how much I can cut and how often. And I have looked it up and generally been able to find that information online. So maybe.
Well, I don't think I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that by myself. But
Okay. Well, I'm just saying there are,
I appreciate that.
resources.
Yeah.
Also, if you
So I
want to talk
checked
to him.
I checked the side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got 2 pages.
Yeah. I'm going to say
So
that I did not.
I think I like Keppra.
I
I think
dropped
I'm
this
gonna stick with
Capri
Keppra.
pretty fast. But you know what I would say is, if you really do want to change something, just like I told Anne, Dilantin is
No.
150 years old.
No. I know I did
My name, it didn't work for you. Okay. Yeah, and then
I used it forever. But
oh, you did? Okay.
oh my God. Remember,
Yeah.
I've been doing this for
Right.
50 years.
That's what I'm saying. You've been on it a long
Yeah.
time, so.
No, I've been doing different things. He asked me what meds I've been on.
Okay.
And I just laughed. I said, so you got a piece of paper? But anyway, I just wanted to hear about X-Copri, so.
Right. Yeah, I wish I had more information about what I told him about why I asked him to change me, but I know I wasn't on it very long, and it wasn't the price because I didn't pay anything for it. So, Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why did you want to change off your Keppra, if I may ask?
Because Tracy said that I get upset sometimes.
Okay, you know what? That's not wrong necessarily. She
Very.
could be
Oh, wait,
right.
She said very upset.
Very.
Yeah.
Very upset.
Yeah,
Pepper
you know,
rage.
Not just upset.
that's
Not just
something.
upset.
So what things have you failed? You failed at Dilantin. What other things did not work for you?
Oh,
Don't remember?
no.
Okay. I'm
I
just
mean,
curious.
I did
Valproic acid.
Depakine, Boprec, yeah, and Depakine and
Okay.
Depakote,
Lamictal?
Lamictal. Yeah, I'm doing Lamictal now. The
Okay.
generic
Okay.
Keppra.
Right.
Oh,
That's
just I don't know. There's so many of them.
there is. I was just wondering. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took oxcarbazepine for a long time and it was fine for me.
So anyway, I'm going to go in and see this guy
Yeah.
in a month,
Right.
and I'm going to go in and talk to him and see, see what's up with this stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would, thankfully my doctor is really nice about when I go, look, this one doesn't work, or, oh no, I read the side effects and I'm not going to take this after you prescribed it. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate it, but like, it's just, I can't risk that.
But
So
it's like he ordered 3 different of these drugs, the same thing but different milligrams. Let me see. It's got 12.5 milligrams. Just let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the same brand medication, and then clonazepam or something for emergency drug, and then I'm going to stay on lamotrigine.
yeah, clonazepam for your emergency
Yeah.
med, right?
You can go with Alex
So
next.
yeah, I have to go see this guy because this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it seems like you should sit down and really talk to him about what has and hasn't worked for you, and then really get him to explain to you why he wants to give you the Xcopri, because that's what I made my doctor do. Anytime he goes, I want to give you Vimpat, or I want to give you Xcopri, or I want to give you oxcarbazepine, I go, why? Why is that different than the thing that I am telling you is not working, or I'm having really bad side effects? Explain to me. And so usually he has to tell me like it's in a different, med category, or it works a little differently or whatever. But ask him to explain it, because if it doesn't make sense, don't accept.
And isn't that the way they do it? All of these different drugs have got they're in different categories, right? I mean, it's just not a whole big list of drugs, but they are organized in certain. So,
in our anti-epileptics, there's several different categories. Anti-epileptic is a classification.
Yeah.
Where underneath that we have categories such as I don't remember all of them right now because
no. I was just
I'm floating
on
my
I didn't want you to go into all that.
clobazam. But like the ones that I was offered when I was coming off of lamotrigine, and because Keppra didn't work, Depakote and lamotrigine together wasn't titrated properly. Anyway,
so there's only certain ones that they put together.
Yeah, and some can't go together, and you have to be careful.
Yes.
But you never, ever, ever come off of one and go on another. They did
like
that. That's how they put me into that coma for 9 days.
Yeah.
So no. The thing with like Fycompa and Xcomprate, I was offered that before I started taking Vimpat. If you have or have had the unspoken side effect, we call it SI.
No, I've never.
Suicidal ideation, depression, agitation. Right now, I think you're experiencing the rage just from the Keppra, but never let a doctor flip you on a med. You have to do
No.
a seesaw titration off one onto the other. It's miserable, but it's safer.
That's why I've always hated changing
Yeah.
from one script, because the changes you go through,
Oh God,
your
I
body
know.
goes through. I mean, that's to me, that's worse than the side effects that you're on with the one drug.
Can
But
I ask
yeah,
what is the most or the highest amount of medicine that people are on right now? Like I know people are usually they can be on 2 or 3 or 4. I'm on 5 right now. Is anyone else on 5 or maybe more? You are as well? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't another it feels crazy and like you were saying, don't let them just flip you. It's like my
yeah,
doctors are like, "Oh yeah, no, we won't do that. Let's give you another. Let's give you another.
yeah.
Let's give you another."
And then they
It's
try
like,
to tell us
what?
that we don't know what we're talking about until we show up
Yeah.
at a doctor's appointment with their crediting association and walk out and say, "Peace out, bro." You know,
Yeah.
I for help for 5 years. Yeah, they're getting it next Tuesday, and they'll be looking for help because this is the kind of stuff that I see happening all the time. But Tom, what it sounds like they gave you a lot of different potency, like the smallest milligram to a higher milligram. You might have a titration schedule somewhere written down, or you didn't write it down, or it's just somewhere. Because when you
oh,
end
this was just a video chat. I've never
okay,
seen him.
okay,
It could
yeah.
have been a month. Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got a lot of different potencies of a medication, he's planning on titrating you. You may just have not understood it. I've done
Right.
I would call his office and ask them to email you the
Yeah.
record or
Well,
his
I'm not even going to
notes,
go there.
whatever.
I'm going to
Okay.
go talk to the
Okay.
man.
Well, that's great. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
if you wanted to do it, you
Yeah.
could probably. Gosh, I've had a
Yeah.
lot of trouble with pharmacies and titrations. They're a pain in the
Uh-huh.
ass.
Go
And,
ahead,
and
Alex.
Kaiser's really good with me. You know, I've always loved Kaiser because they've always taken care of me whenever I need anything. So, as far as that guy, I offered to go into his office. I suggested that I come in because he was just going to order the stuff for me. And I said, well, we've never met. And I haven't seen my neurologist in 2 years. So I think this would be a good idea for me to sit down with you and let's get to know each other a little bit.
And maybe let's take our blood pressure and weigh ourselves and all
Oh,
that
that's
stuff,
another
right? I mean, come on, right? How much
that was
weight have you
another good
lost?
thing.
I mean, seriously,
Okay,
this is an
this
important
was
thing.
another good thing is he offered that he suggested I get blood levels done, and I'm gonna check my VNS, you know, see where if it needs to be calibrated. But yeah, and this was all my issue, the fact that I haven't gone in to see my neurologist. Anytime I ever wanted to talk to him, it was um just a video chat. But now I feel as though it's time. I think it's time I go in and sit down and talk with them.
If I may, Tom, just to potentially help out, I've been on Xcopri since 2022. I think it became legal in the UK slightly after the US. The titration packs, like you start off at 12.5 milligrams and then you go up every 2 weeks, like to 25, 50, 100, and your optimal dose is normally 200. One thing that I would say, I don't remember, but you're not on clobazam, are you?
No.
Okay, because personally, I would highly not recommend taking those two medications at the same time, just because it's been proven in literature, I think that Xcopri highes the blood levels of clobazam in your body. And you also have there's so you're on Keppra and which other drug, sorry? Or is it
what's that called, guys? It's the generic Keppra. I
Is
mean,
it
levetiracetam.
that one and the Lamictal.
Lamictal? Okay. Because I would just double check if Xcopri affects your blood levels of Keppra or Lamictal, because that's something that my neurologist didn't tell me before I started it. So it's just important. Another thing I would say is that Xcopri is a uh, like it's a drug that focuses on the GABA. I'm not entirely sure what it is in your brain, but it can have tolerance, which means that it's not necessarily like a benzodiazepine, but you can get to a tolerance level of Xcopri. Like personally, I hit 150 milligrams. I was seizure free for a year, which was amazing. And then all of a sudden, the seizures started coming back, and I've had to double the dose to 300. And now basically, I'm like a walking zombie. And my memory is like pretty bad, and the seizures are still here. So I would have a bit of caution with
Yeah, see,
Xcopri.
that's the other thing. I'm working right now, and I don't want to start having seizures and lose my job. So I'm just cautious as to whether or not I want to do this.
Yeah,
Because I don't have grand mal seizures right now. And I don't want to change my medications and then start having seizures on the job because I won't have a job.
And if I already asked this, I'm sorry, my memory is just on and off. Is anyone on Topamax or Topiramate, and is it doing anything for you? I'm sorry, they just put me back on it.
Reese is on it, but she's not on right now.
Oh, okay.
I think they're getting her off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah, I was on it. I never even got to the dose they wanted me on because I literally, people who know me, they know how meticulous I can be. And I couldn't even remember if I took my pills. If I had that day, I had to change my pill cases to the ones that had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday written on it. I was getting everything so confused. And it was then that a former neurologist of mine said, this is why we call it Dopamax, because you turn into dopey. And I'm like, you know what? I need to get off of this stuff. It was great for pain. If you have any nerve pain, it was wonderful. I miss it for that. But I'm better off not on it personally.
I'm so glad I asked that again. And Anne, thank you. And just responded that in the no, because seriously, not only has it been making me they put me back on it to try to help me get off the other one. Not only have I felt so crazy because I'm asking this and that and then asking it again and this and that, but I'm yawning all the time. And I'm just like, what is going on with me? So good. I'm glad that it's not just me, and I'm going to bring that up. I'm on Dopamax.
Yeah, Dopamax. We forget that we can say no. I just had this conversation with my daughter.
Yeah.
She has a business where she's in health and wellness, and she has this conversation with her clients all the time. Oh no, my doctor's going to put me on this. I'm so scared to go to the doctor. They're going to give me, you don't have to take them. Okay, if the doctor says, I want you on this statin, okay, explain why and what can I do to reduce the need for that first.
Right.
So, when they had me on Topiramate, and I'm like, this is danger. They had me taking Onfi, that can't even say it because I took it today, clobazam, every single.
They have me on that too.
I'm mostly alone, and I ended up tearing up my shoulder, popping discs out of my neck because of clobazam. No, when I asked for sublingual lorazepam for my breakthrough, or my clusters, you know, and I'm still fighting. Well, you have epilepsy, but all the seizures you have are not epileptic.
Right.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hang in there, kid. We have to stand up for ourselves and ask questions. You know, it's like we don't just have to say, oh, okay, I'll try it. No, we don't have to. You know, and when we go in and say, yeah, okay, I'm ready to talk about VNS. No, we want to try you on these brand new next gen targeted medications. Yeah, okay, no. I got off that hamster wheel a long time ago. So no, you don't have to. There's other options. And if there isn't, you know, ask them if there's a second opinion, but no, if you don't want to take a medication,
You don't have to.
you don't have to.
I've been a total pain in the ass, okay? But look, what I will say is you have to advocate for your own health, because I wouldn't have a husband if he didn't 16 years ago. So I learned from him, you have to be a pain in the ass and advocate for your own health. Even if you're
Squeaky
the
wheel
most
gets the
annoying
grease.
patient they've ever had, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And they're going to push you aside if they can. They're going to just say, here's another drug, or, you know, go here, or whatever to get you out and get you, you know, seriously. I'm not kidding. It took him 5 years to get taken seriously. He needed brain surgery. So advocate for his health. Seriously. This is not,
Thank you.
Yeah,
not
right,
a
Jamie.
joke.
We got you. We got you
100%. And we will keep supporting you and saying, go to the doctor, keep complaining. If you don't like that medication, don't take it. You know, I refused to do I was going to do therapy. I refused to do freaking therapy because they wanted me to sign a contract saying I would take whatever medication they gave me without them knowing what. Oh, and if I didn't take the medication, my husband just pointed out that it said in the contract, if I signed it, that they could lock me up in a mental facility if I didn't take the medication, and they weren't going to look at what my epilepsy medication was to see what the interaction would be. Why would you do that? Then they sent me this horrible letter saying I was not eligible for therapy or mental health because I wouldn't sign this contract saying I would take whatever they wanted and agree to be locked up if they didn't like how I was doing.
It sounds like something you want to talk to a lawyer about.
Oh, I was like, okay, forget it then. I don't need your help. I'll go here. I found you guys.
I just for this meeting, is it the same ID, same password every time, every Tuesday, Friday, every week? Okay,
Yes.
That's wanted to make sure that way I can. Thank you guys.
And my personal goal, just to know that like this group has really made it, is by the time I can memorize that meeting ID, then I know we made it. We got a good thing going for real.
Yeah, someone told me thank you for the meeting. They were like, not just thank you for the meeting. You taught me how to spell Guatemala, which is
I'm still having trouble with that.
You did.
I have to go back and paste it in every time.
There you go. All right, so another hamster wheel thing. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said I still have yet to remember exactly the meeting ID number. I'm just like, what is it?
Oh, that's gonna take a long time. Are you kidding me? That's as long as like a social. Okay.
I'm so glad I don't have to use it.
Well, lucky you. But that hamster
It
wheel comment.
remembers it. It remembers. I have so many. All I do is look for the
there you
last
go.
two numbers. 89 is the last two numbers.
There you go.
Kate, the thing about we were talking about not taking the pills. I was just thinking that I haven't taken all the pills either. I found 2 bottles of Keppra and a bottle of oxycarbazine that I didn't even know I had. So you don't have to take everything, as you see. I've been okay, and I haven't taken the other 2 that I forgot they gave me. And I'm not taking Keppra, and I told them that. So yeah, they keep giving me that at the emergency room, and I just keep it in a bottle in a closet somewhere. Forget I
Yeah,
have
exactly.
it.
I've been having it filled, and honestly, I just feel more safe having that stockpile if I decide to stay on the schedule for. I know it's hard to get. I know with the move and transferring service, especially on Medicare, they're not fast. So that's why I honestly feel more comfortable not taking what the doctor tells me, bringing it up to where I can have a pill bottle in every room and the diaper bag. And just more peace of mind does a lot more. And I'm noticing too, like on the doctor's notes, maybe this should be another red flag. This doctor that I was seeing through, the RNS adventure and everything, she writes down all the failed medications, but never made note of the dose. I'm seeing carbamazepine, Aptium, Briviact, clobazam, Vicompa, nisamide, and Vimpat, but
What?
no
And they also
doses.
buy it failed, right?
Nope.
Then you have to go back
She
through your
tried
records.
multiple medications over time, including all of those, and I think this was the year I got kicked off the PPO from my parents' insurance, or my mother's insurance rather. So this might have been another transition. I don't know. I don't know. I was going to this lady for a long time, and she's the one who, put me in touch with USF to go for the surgeries. But yeah, now that I see how not thorough doctors' records can be when they should,
How
I'm
do you get
definitely
a
going to
hold
have
of
another
those
red flag to look
records?
at. I'm on my chart right now, and my chart's a pretty common patient portal that they use for a lot of different medical facilities. But to figure
And
out how
they
you can
don't.
get a hold of yours, you would have to talk to your providers.
Yeah,
But
and you
my
don't see
chart
all
does
of it.
not show you what the dose was for some effed up reason. I'm sorry, because I tried to do that too.
Exactly.
So then I came back with my bag because I saved the freaking thing.
Oh, I'm so no. That's like
Yeah.
worse than.
I have,
Oh, I would
but
lock up the pills like tighter than the gun. Seriously.
oh well, I have it. I had them in a big box under my bed. It wasn't like that, but
Okay.
plus all my kids are much older. But
I'm
well,
thinking the
like for
dog.
instance, my ex. Well, yeah, but he couldn't get up there because he's a Chiweenie.
Okay.
I
There
have
you
him in
go.
like a big like wardrobe thing. Anyway,
There you go.
but my ex Capri one anyway, I was taking 200 milligrams per day at this point, and I don't know if I went up above that. My Vimpat. Let's see, my ex Capri, I be taking. Hold on a second now. Okay, I was taking 800 milligrams of ex Capri. Shit, I have the Vimpat here, so I can do it. I was taking 200 milligrams of Vimpat. These are the ones when I went off it. Like I said, no more. I don't know. Anybody else know what they were on before they? Oh, here we go. No, shoot. My oxcarbazepine, holy cow. I was up to 1,800 milligrams a day on the oxcarbazepine, at least.
That is insane.
It seems like a
So
lot,
that
right?
is insane. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone else was similar to that, but that's crazy.
I only weigh 100 pounds. Just for for like how much that is. That is a lot for my weight. Yeah. Okay, so I was taking I was taking like 1,000 milligrams of Keppra at the beginning. I don't even know. Holy cow. Lamictal. Who was taking Lamictal?
Oh, I was. Yeah,
How much were you taking?
1,300 a day.
I feel lucky when I hear about
Wait,
everybody's doses and
Pookie, what
medications.
did you say yours was?
Yeah,
Mine?
I
I'm
didn't.
only on 200. That's why I
Ann was
feel
on
like
like
Yeah, mine.
everyone's doing so much more than me. Like I feel like my situation was a freaking cakewalk. How people talk about what they had to go through. Like I got hit
Nah,
by a
Pookie,
car.
me and you were the same. I only had 200, and I thought that was normal. When people say 1,400, I'm like, how are they alive? I didn't realize they could go up that high.
I was having breakthrough seizures that were putting me in altered state for 3 to 9 days. And the doctors weren't changing anything. And it was just a twist of fate that I ended up with somebody that I was associated with in another support group. And he said, okay, that's it. I'm taking you on as a patient. We're getting you off of this.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I might have, we're still, and I'll never know, the myoclonic jerks that I get might be from the neurologic jerk that wrote that prescription for 5 years. You know, and it's like, I didn't know. I seriously did not know. I don't know what happened to my brain. They're like, well, why didn't you check your, your resources? Because I was a nurse. And I'm like, okay, you have no idea what kind of fire they stirred up in me. And that was back in, like, I would say 2012. So, looking at that, listening to all of you guys, it's like, no. You wouldn't do this to a cardiac patient. Why are you doing this to a PWE, a person with epilepsy? It's
Especially
gross.
when they say something like at the very first thing on your chart is like super high risk of SUDEP, completely,
Yeah.
Unexplained, very high medication resistant, things like
Yeah,
that.
or
Like I know
suicide
Anne's been in the
ideation.
hospital where they've been pushing just an IV constantly, just trying to keep you from going status or bring you out of the status. I know exactly what that's like. And it's
And then, never no status epilepticus. I've had that happen over 36 times in my life. Too many times for them to say, no, it never happened. Oh, no, I never called your accrediting foundation. I never called them.
Seriously.
I
That's
don't
awful.
understand that.
I think the only thing I have left from my ex-Godfrey is one of these little doohickeys. It had the 12.5 and the 25. Yeah. I don't know how I was supposed to go up, how far it was supposed to go, because I don't have any of the packs left. Anyway, I'll be quiet now and let you guys go back to...
No worries.
One
no
thing
worries.
I did want to say, my husband brought up is that there was an interview on in the Senate the other day where they interviewed people who had been hurt by the mRNA vaccine. And I know that's something very, like everybody don't want to talk about it. Okay, but the problem is that the people that they had a Facebook page and they were connecting with each other. And after they shut down their Facebook page, a bunch of them killed themselves the next day. So I wanted to talk to the mods about maybe setting up a second line of being able to talk to each other or get patients and everybody to get in touch with each other if they shut us down. Like my husband said we should try X. I don't know if that's true. I've never used X, whatever. I'm just saying that he suggested we try another platform just to have a secondary home in case somebody shuts us down, because we wouldn't want anybody to hurt themselves because they can't get a hold of us. Do you guys agree with me? Is that something we should think about? Yeah, I do have I didn't send you mine, but I will. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
if you
Cindy,
have
what? Sorry, it cut out for me. I didn't hear that last part.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, we don't want anybody
No,
to
no,
hurt themselves, and so we wanted to.
No, I didn't. Were you saying send phone numbers or a different website?
Oh no, I
link?
just
That's
said
what
I hadn't.
Hear.
I just said I hadn't sent him my email address yet. Some of the people have sent emails and phone numbers, and I hadn't done that yet. But I will.
Okay.
I just, I kind of talk to Pookie every day, so I hadn't done it yet.
My bad. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm sitting here taking over. I just wanted to bring that up before I forget about it, because he was pretty worried about it and serious about it, because he knows that this is kind of a big deal for us and kind of a support that we wouldn't have. And he knows how much it means to me, and he figures it probably means that much to you guys too. So just throwing that out there. If somebody has an idea of how to set up a new or another line of connection, just in case.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, someone told me about another one that starts with a P. But anyway, I give you my email, so you can use my email, and if you have iPhone, you can FaceTime through email. I just found out. So yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. Or yeah, you guys ever need someone just to listen or talk to? I'm a good listener. And I cry a lot too. I was crying when Jamie was talking.
Yeah,
Big crybaby. I think it's
You're
the
about to
pills.
make me cry again, Pookie.
we're all crybabies. We're
I
all
think it's the pills.
crybabies.
Like I am so much more emotional on these pills. Like it's the pills. Like I've never been this emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the medication. I got my towel next to me because Anne always makes me cry with her stories. Then Jenny was crying, and then I was just like trying to get off camera and stuff.
Oh, come on. We all
Yeah,
gotta have a washcloth. It's either sweat or tears.
right.
Yeah.
Last time somebody was crying, and I accidentally took off my shirt, and I was just like doing this, and everyone thought I was taking my shirt off. I was just trying to wipe tears. I didn't have my towel around, so
I
had
think
to
I
use
was
my
crying
shirt.
too. I was
Yeah,
crying too,
I
I
hope.
think.
Well, I hope everybody saw that Sia's updates. You know, she's sounds like she's getting back on track. She's been in touch with Anne, and I sent her a message too. And it sounds like once again, this group really, really actually made a difference for somebody. She's really got her priorities in order and definitely taking care of these urgent, urgent matters. And once again, I mean, this healthcare system, it's a bitch. I can't say anything else.
Yeah.
She couldn't get to the treatment she needed essentially because it was out of her price range when it was most important. And at this point it's still get the appointment, wait for the scan, and prior authorizations and things like that are definitely something that get in a lot of our way.
Yeah.
One other
Yeah.
thing too, who's our UK guy? That's Alex, right?
Mm-hmm.
I use your epilepsy website. It's I forget what it's called, but I like that one so much better than like the American Academy because I was trying to look up scholarly articles, things of urgent discussion or what's it called? Like discussions that would make sense basically for here. And the American Academy of Neurology wants $300 for somebody who doesn't have a doctor's license to be able to read these studies. And it's within the last 5 years. So that's just another red flag for me. But that hamster wheel thing you guys said before.
Sorry to cut you off, Kate.
Yeah, no, please.
Just very quickly, I find it like insane, as in like we don't have to pay for our drugs here. Like it's completely government sponsored. You can just get as in any. I just find the concept like insane, like in the States of like all the Medicare, Medicaid. Like I've learned a lot coming on this like on the past call on past Friday, but already it's like such a bad illness to have, but on top of that to have to deal with like the insurance and so on, like it's just I don't know, like it's not fair, but
So
that's just my
you don't have to pay for any of it over there? I didn't realize that.
no, it's completely free, as in
I'm
you
bragging.
That's great.
I promise you I'm not. It's just
I'm kidding.
Well, my mom, and I say mom, my mom is from the UK, so I'm gonna have to bring that back up to her. But with my Medicaid in West Virginia, usually it's free. But when I was in Virginia, I went to go get it, and they're like, "Okay, well, it's gonna be $1,400." I'm like, "Huh?" I have Medicaid, and I gave them my card, and they're like, "Okay, $300 and something dollars," and I was just like, looks like I'll be going back to the state of West Virginia to get it that way, because my mother and I talk about it all of the time. It's unfortunately just a form of robbery for everyone in this country. So I'm so glad that you're over there not paying anything for it.
I wish everyone else could come here as well. But yeah, it's great. It's just insane. Like that's the word I could use for it, I guess. But yeah.
Well, one of the few websites that do have some legitimate studies that we don't have to pay for. We're talking about a web-based algorithm that rapidly classifies seizures for the purpose of drug selection. So more AI, more robots doing the doctor's work, essentially. What are you guys' feelings on that?
Yeah.
I feel safer. We did that when I was in Baltimore. They had bots in, you know how we call them cows, computers on wheels. But they had the next level where it literally was bot. And they would put in all the information, and before it referred it over to a doctor on a video screen, the AI would assess and do a triage and say, this patient needs to be seen by. And they literally named the doctor that was on that shift available. So it saved so much time. It saved a lot of misdiagnoses. And hey, they're doing that at Johns Hopkins and MedStar East in Baltimore. That was up and up. I was pretty impressed with that. And but as far as AI, I'm uncomfortable. I'm a boomer, let's face it. So they're already having their own romances and breakup makeup fights among the AI community. Okay. So these artificial intelligences are having emotion. Oh no. So we'll see what happens from there. But I think as far as like medical records and things like this, I really do appreciate that AI is much more established in the intelligence and not the emotion, because some doctors will literally make a decision based on emotion just because they don't get the right vibe. And I get that a lot here. And this is where pretty much this is my soapbox. It's like, okay, doc, this isn't about you, and it never was until you made it about you. So now I'm going to make this about me again, but we got to get you out of the way and take care of that. But AI avoids all of that shit, pardon my, but it does. It avoids all that complication. It's not always going to be right. Chat GPT, oh boy, man, that has loaded some of my conversations on email with knives and daggers in the most polite and intelligent way I've ever seen. So you take what I say and the way I say it and let AI embellish it, bazinga. Okay, I got directly to the executive director in one email. And it didn't, so I appreciate it. I do. I can't lie. I wouldn't let it give me stitches. Well, I don't know. But I think it's helpful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, firstly, I was gonna say everybody needs an Ann in their life, but you gotta find another one because this one's mine. And then I was gonna say something that I forgot, so we'll come back to that.
Well, I appreciate Ann's point because I'm surprised, honestly. Like you said, just but hey, that's just more evidence to how awesome you are because you see that when something like AI is used in the right way, it really is more helpful. It takes out that emotional bias kind of factor that a lot of these professionals make decisions based on. And yeah, I mean, if maybe it would actually allow for more accountability. Get the doctors to kind of double check themselves before the robot calls them out on, this interaction isn't allowed. This patient's already been on this, the generic or the brand name, and don't put him back on the, just calling it something else. It seems like that might actually be kind of useful.
What
Toaster,
I
what did
was
you
gonna
say about
say,
oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
what I was gonna say is, it's like a few people said thank you for this or whatever. I was gonna explain. I did not know if this was gonna work. I bought Zoom and I thought about the podcast and everything. And when I started, there was one person and I had posted it everywhere. And I was like, okay, I got one person. Maybe this is not going to work. I was with him for like 30 minutes and then someone else joined. And then someone else joined. And then someone else joined. So then we were like 5 people in the first meeting. I was like 30 minutes with him. I was almost giving up. And then I was like, yeah, it worked so far. I got a nice story with him. And then, like I said, it went. Oh, yeah. It went from one person to almost giving up after 30 minutes, then people just joining rapidly after that. And I thought it was going to help me. So that's why I was like, this is helpful for me just talking to one person still. And then, like I said, when more people joined, and then week after week, we went from an hour, 4 hours, 6 hours to 10 hours. I could be here all day. Like I told what's his name? Rick. I told him that this is so much funner talking to people that have this than a lot of things we're doing. I'd rather be doing this right now and tomorrow and the next day than sitting somewhere watching TV because I can't work and I'm thinking about I can't work and I can't do this and that. I'd rather do this all day, every day.
I just want to say, guys, too, I'm in a bathing suit because I'm at my uncle's house and I was supposed to go swimming with my family. I'd rather be on this right now than outside swimming because this really is so amazing. And I have not felt happy like this. I want to say thank you to every
I'm so
single
glad
one.
I found you it was last night, I think.
Yeah, wow, Jamie, it's great to meet. And you look gorgeous, sweetie. Don't worry about being in a bathing suit. Stay with us if you want to. That's what we were all
just see
talking
your
about.
face anyway, honey.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, guys.
And as Pookie and all of us were talking about, everybody chooses to be here or not be here. So if you want to be here, we're perfectly happy to have you. We're more than happy to have you. It's great.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
And
hey,
some days you
also
might not
say-
be able to make it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll be back
Next Friday
Tuesday.
I have to work.
What I was gonna say is, oh Lord, come back.
That's me at the time. Hey, don't worry, it'll come back.
Just light up, it'll come back.
I'm sorry, Pookie. I didn't mean to take over and interrupt you.
No,
baby.
it's all right.
No, Sailor Mom is totally the marketing genius. You
Yeah,
have
good
that
question.
title.
Is it the same time on Friday?
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, same
There's my
time.
poster.
Same
Got me
time.
silk
12
up.
12 Pacific. Yeah, 12 p.m. Pacific, Tuesdays and Fridays. It's always the same time and same login information.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like when I said I started with one person and it went to more and more. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I lost myself again. I forgot
okay,
that was in my
baby.
hand.
It got one person and then another person and somebody else joined and
Yeah.
it was like so fun, right? Because you're like,
Yeah.
wow, you understand. I know.
Well, we've lost three other people that were on today. So where are we at now? 12? So that makes 15
Yeah.
that we're all on.
All right,
Oh, yeah, I
you're the
was
guy
gonna-
that's still good with the numbers.
What I was
And
gonna
then
say,
you
I
got
found
two
it.
co-hosts
I'm just
with
looking
you,
at the number down here at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay.
and Anne's your lawyer.
It comes and it goes so fast. Oh, I was gonna say that. Yeah, I started with like very sporadic. I was just like did it one day, and then I was like telling people I'm gonna do it the next day, and then they came, and then somebody was like, "You gonna do this again?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll do it the next day." And then I was like, "Hold on, this is kind of taking up my schedule. I need to set some days." So then I just started doing Tuesdays and Fridays, and still doing that. I have like
Now we'll have to do
I
Wednesday.
have almost 60 hours of footage to edit before I post it. So, and doing that alone, like that's all I'm doing is editing. So, so much footage, but it's so helpful. And then like I'm sitting there crying, listening to people's stories, and gotta pause
Well, hey,
it and
Pookie,
cut
after
this piece
this,
out.
I'm about to go outside and I'm gonna be bawling my eyes out telling my family about all of this. So just know that, okay? you're
right.
changing
Come
all
back
of
if
our
you like.
lives.
Yeah, I'll be here for another 10 hours. Yeah, but I got so many hours of footage that I just ordered a 2 terabyte hard drive because my laptop took up 450 gigabytes of video, and now I got everything on the cloud. So I don't want to stop. I'm gonna stop paying for the cloud, so I gotta get this hard drive when it comes in the mail. Because yeah, I got so much footage that I just need to edit, and then so much that just needs to be saved, so I have it and sitting around. But yeah, I also do one-on-ones, and I post those on Saturdays.
Again, we gotta do that
I do
again.
not post on Sundays, but I post every other day. I've done one with Angel and sorry, Tom, I don't know how I forgot your name. That's right there.
Who?
Yeah. and Jeff. But yeah, whenever you get
this is
time, you
great.
want to do a
Let's do it
one-on-one,
some
we
more.
can do it. You can tell your story and so on.
I think that
After
one
I'm
with
done moving, yes.
that one with Kevin got a lot of views too, right?
Yeah, that was the first one. That one got more views than I thought.
Yeah.
And then I posted the one with Aaron, but he didn't have his camera on. And the only reason I posted that one is because he was kind of rude about when he jumped into the other meeting and asked everybody if they're lying about their stories. So I just had to post his and get that out. Because I was like, I need to get this out of my hard drive. But yeah. He asked Sailor Mom, are you guys telling the truth? I don't know who else was
he
there.
freaked me out. I was like, what do you mean?
Who was that? I do remember that.
Why would I lie about that?
His name was
It's such a
Aaron.
horrible
Yes,
His face.
Ian.
Aaron.
Okay, yeah.
ARON, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ARON. Is he the rat?
I think.
Hey, I like rats.
Shocked. You know,
Hey,
it's shocking to hear some of our stories. Yeah.
You sure it wasn't me?
Sure wasn't me.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
Yeah, go ahead, Toaster.
Well, it brings up another point. A lot of people, that actually, I think I got a kind of a Reddit post on it too. I think I don't remember, about how people don't believe us when we say, "Hey, I have seizures," or "Hey, I have epilepsy," or "Hey, I have blah 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 blah." And I remember one time I had just moved back to North Carolina, was trying to get a new doctor to get medications. And the doctor saw that I had a medical card for medical marijuana and decided instead of giving me any drugs whatsoever, or excuse me, medications, that she was going to hand me a slip for a rehabilitation center. It's like, yeah, no. There's so many.
Why would anybody lie about being epileptic?
Right.
And why would you think that you need to go to a rehabilitation center instead of get help for your anti-epileptic?
We have a name for that.
Epileptic drugs with all these side
We have a
effects,
name
yeah.
for that in the cannabis
I want
community.
more.
Thank you, Ann. I knew she was going to take this one over. Go ahead, Ann. Tell us
Sorry,
all about
guys.
what we need to know.
Yes.
It's only going to take a moment, but it will last forever, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We have a name for that, and that's what happened to me. And I knew it. I knew that in 2020. But you got to let it linger. I just let them dig their hole deeper. So
I can see
we
that.
call it medical kidnapping, and being held hostage by your essential medications. So there are a lot of support groups in the cannabis community. I'm trying to get reconnected with the legal groups. I have meetings on top of meetings, and I'm just, yeah. But yeah, we call that medical kidnapping when they say, okay, well, we're going to put you in rehab because you use cannabis, but we're going to take these anti-epileptics away and put you on antipsychotics instead.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. Now.
Well, I already had those.
Yeah.
I already had Prozac and I already had Seroquel.
Yeah.
I don't need any other, and I don't need other things messing with my mind. I don't even take Adderall. Well, I hate
But
Adderall.
I needed my Vimpat. And what happens to most of us on those targeted anti-epileptics, usually within 24 hours, some of us 12. It takes me about 12 hours before I go into status. So,
my mom is coming home with my medicines, by the way, just for update for people.
Congrats.
Yes, she's going and she's getting my medication.
Good.
And she's going to go ahead and talk to my pharmacist about just change what Kate said about changing the just taking away the other insurance.
Yeah, the big word to use is primary. What
Primary.
you want, yeah, what you want is primary and secondary, because the private insurance, you just have to get off of all your files, especially as soon as you start the separation, because you know why not? You don't know how quickly HR can change something, and that would definitely be a safeguard.
It would not surprise me if he ends up in jail again. So
There you go.
I don't pick
So
them well.
one of the, trust me, you're not the only one. Shit, now I just remembered the retainer fee for this lawyer.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, I'm thinking. Okay. Peer comparison. That was the other kind of subject that this discussion reminded me of. When a physician or a professional, when you encounter them, or even family members, how often do you feel like nobody except for, this community really understands you? Like, even family can say, like, I mean, I've known twins before. I think we met some twins on this community that one had epilepsy and one didn't. And, how often do you guys experience that kind of comparison?
Never met anyone with epilepsy before this. Like, no one, unless I was like in the hospital and we both had a seizure there in the bed next to me. Other than that, never knew anyone. And when I was in the hospital, it was like, what kind of seizure did you have? And then he was like, so on, I think he forgot what he said he was on, but he couldn't explain. He was like, but
I
yeah,
didn't
they had
even
him.
know there were any different ones. I thought there was just one.
Right, same here. Like
Having
the ambulance would always
convulsions.
ask me, what kind of seizure did you have? And I'd be like, the ones where you shake, the ones where you're foaming, you're shaking. And come to find out, I've been having seizures for over 10 years, focals and myoclonics that I didn't even know what they were about. I thought it was just like a precursor to a seizure, and I'm sweating and feeling my heartbeat. I thought that was like the precursor, but that is a seizure. So been dealing with that for 10 years. And when I told my neurologist, he was like, are you serious? You haven't told me this? And I was like, I didn't know this until I got on Reddit. I didn't know I was having seizures for 10 years that I didn't know was a seizure. I thought shaking was the seizure. It's the biggest misconception on the earth right now. So you only shake when you're having a seizure. People need to understand that there's more than shaking, because we can sit there going through a seizure and you never even know. Like, I left work one time. I tell the story all the time. I left work and I lived 4 miles from work. But instead of leaving work to go home, I went to my hometown. I took 3 buses and a train before I found out, where am I at? How did I get here? I don't know why my brain told me to go to my hometown, but yeah, you can have a focal unaware and no one even know, because I don't know what I was looking like on that bus and train, and people just weren't saying anything. I don't know. But yeah, 3 buses and a train, and no one said anything till I got off the bus, and I was like, where am I at? Why am I here? I don't live here anymore. So yeah, got to do this for awareness, because there is little to none, even on the internet.
So the one meeting that I was having with Pookie and Twix, I could tell something was wrong with Pookie, but I couldn't, like, I kept trying to get him to like tell me that something was wrong, and he wouldn't say it. So I just kept kind of asking and then like talking to Twix and kind of keeping it going. I feel kind of bad. Like, I think I should have just been like, okay, Twix, we gotta go and let Pookie go rest. I think something's wrong. But yeah, but you know what? I swear I don't think anybody else would have known anything was wrong with you at all. No, I don't.
Every time you were asking me, am I okay? It's like every time you asked me, was I okay? That's when I came out of it, when you said you were okay. And that's why I was laughing every time.
Kind of normal a little bit, and then you would kind of not. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I should just stop this, because I'm pretty sure he's like having little ones, but he keeps saying he's okay, so I want to shut him down.
I was smiling every time you asked, was I okay? Because I came out of it and I'm laughing like, I'm not okay, but I'm just going to tell her I am so we can keep going with this. And I watched the video back. I forgot I even had that on the SD card. I watched that video and I was like, I don't remember any of this. And I'm watching it over and over and I'm like, okay, I'm going in and out of it at this part. And I start reading and then I sit up and I'm like,
yep. And I was like,
And
"Are you
that's
all
when I was
right?
going
What's
on it,
going
that I was
on,
fighting the
honey?"
focal. It was taking over. I started sweating, so I sat up, and I remember sitting up and starting reading and like doing like this. Then I don't remember anything else, but I read it, and like every 10 minutes, she would ask me, was I okay? For like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours. And I kept saying, yeah. But every time she
Yeah,
said, are you okay? It's when I started smiling because I knew I wasn't okay. But I
right.
was
And I was like,
here and I was
"Okay."
interested in doing this. So I was just like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I know, right? And
the
that was
video is
me too.
hilarious. You have to watch it. Go look at
It
it on
is pretty.
YouTube.
I did watch part of it. I haven't gotten through the whole thing, but I was watching. I was like, "Oh yeah, there I am, asking over and over again if he's
Yeah, I
okay."
looked at it and I showed you a picture of like mask or something. I was looking at the video and I was like, I wasn't even looking on Reddit. I was looking at some other site just out of it and showing you pictures of something that had nothing to do with it, with this.
I was
But
okay with it. I was
I
like, "It's
laughed
all
so
right."
hard when I looked at
Twix
that.
needed to talk. If I recall, Twix really, really, really needed to talk. You know,
Yeah,
if
she
you've
cried
watched
too.
it,
I would have been
she
crying if I
cried
was
a
there.
lot, and she needed to talk about it bad. So it was okay, but I mean, I still feel bad, and I'll try to be better about like going, "Hey, okay, we're
No,
done."
you played the top mom card that day. On that video, we watched it not too long ago over here, and you played the top mom card. You know, your just expressions and everything that you were saying every time Twix finally spoke about what she needed to say. And then you would, I could tell you were looking back and forth between Pookie and Twix just to see if
Yeah.
Pookie was kind of like leaning over and doing
Right,
whatever.
I
Like,
was worried he was gonna
yes,
fall. Oh my God.
yes,
I should have just
exactly,
shut it down.
Toaster. A mom
But
is the
Twix
one to
needed to
help out.
talk. She had to. I could tell
Oh
she
yeah.
needed
Mama
to.
bear.
And I was like,
Yeah, I put that on the
Well,
video.
"I'm
Every
sorry."
time you spoke up, I
I
was
do
like,
have a
there goes Mama
question just
Bear.
before I get off because the kids are now really.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, Jenny, thank you so very much. We highly appreciate you. And remember, we're always here for you, okay?
You said you had a question, Jamie? Oh, okay. I probably
Oh,
heard that wrong.
bye, Jamie. We'll miss you. I hope to see you Friday.
Oh, no, sorry. I was trying to ask a question before I get off. My
Yeah.
connection
Oh,
is really bad. I'm out in the
Okay.
country. I was gonna ask first. So I have all kinds, and I know that there's all different kinds of terms, but I have absences or focals. But so I will sometimes have an absence where I am like I lose consciousness. So like I might be here and I'm like this, and I don't know I'm here, or sometimes I'll be staring and I'm still aware. So, impaired consciousness or aware consciousness, whatever they are. Oh my gosh, and then I just forget my question.
It's
that
okay.
is normal. Trust me.
Oh
It's the
my gosh.
pills.
It's the pills.
So I think I was just gonna say, like, when that's happening to you guys, is there anything that you do? Because like a lot of the times I will just be like the last one that I had, I was standing in the kitchen with my partner and her mom, and I was talking and I was like this, and then all of a sudden I'm like, and literally I just look like I'm going crazy. And I don't know if that is a focal seizure or if it was leading to something else, or I don't know. I guess I just don't know what to consider that, because like you said, some people call them absences, but now they're called focals. It's just confusing, the terminology for it sometimes. So
Right.
what do you guys consider them when I'm like, if I'm having an absence and if I'm like this?
Okay, so
Okay.
I had one of those. I had one of those a few weeks ago before I started taking these vitamins. I thought it was just like a focal aware because
Yeah.
I was like staring out the window and I was just looking at like this tree. And I was in the living room here at my stepdad's house. And I don't know why I was staring at the tree, but I was staring at it for so long. I could hear him talking. I couldn't make out what he was saying. And I don't know why that tree was interesting. I'm thinking about so much other stuff. I'm looking at the tree and I can't take my mind off it. I can hear him. And then when I came out of it, I heard nachos. How's that sound? And then I told him, I'm gonna be honest, I told him, I don't remember anything you just said. And he was like, okay, yeah, you were looking a little out of it. And then he just restarted. How about nachos tonight? Didn't ask about the seizure or anything. Just how about nachos tonight? But yeah, we got to get people more aware so people aren't
Because
just.
we're used to it.
Oh, okay, you're okay
People
now.
around us are used to it.
Yeah, you gotta. People can't just be like, "Oh, you're okay now. It's over with." You're talking again. You're standing and walking. You're okay now. That's not how it is. But eventually, they'll learn. Hopefully, they watch some videos and learn that there's more than shaking that goes with this.
Oh, that's okay. That's just Tom.
And I guess the one last question I have that I did just remember, thank goodness my memory decided to work a little bit more, was I've had this happen a few times, and it happened I think last night or the night before. I didn't well, I don't know if it was a seizure or not, but with this Ficompa, I have just not been myself. I literally, usually I'm the person that's trying to help people calm down, help whatever, I'm a nice person. Instead, now someone could look at me and I'm like, do you want to fist fight me? Like I'm just mad at everything. So instead I'll walk away. And I something irritated me so badly. I'm like, Jamie, walk away and go in your mom's room and just calm down. So I was in my mom's room, and the next thing I know, I'm on the floor and my mom's looking at me up above me and she's like, what are you doing? Literally, I was just laying on the floor and I'm like, so I don't know if I don't remember ever losing consciousness. I literally just remember being like, and falling on the floor like that. So I don't know if that's like I lost consciousness for a few seconds or if I literally just let myself go in a way that I fell on the ground. I don't know if that's happened to anyone before and I mean, I talked to my neurologist tomorrow, but you guys are obviously such a helpful group. I'm curious if it's ever happened to anyone else.
Yeah, other than me, that was my experiences. I have like blackout seizures, I call them. I don't exactly know the name of them. But yeah, lately I've been walking in people's homes and stores and not there and being told the story later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toaster had something to say. I know for me, they've called them
concrete
atonic.
so many times.
Yeah.
We just call them fallouts in my house.
Fallout. Okay. Oh, that's okay. And that's exactly what it felt like, literally just like a fallout. And then them being like, you okay?
Yeah, and then you're not completely fine. You still have this haze for the rest of the day, but that might just be the medicines. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling today. Yeah. I've had I've done this for a long time, treated and untreated, and I had for a couple of years I was having atonic seizures. At least that's what my doctor called them. I would literally just drop, and I wouldn't go clonic. I wasn't shaking. I would do exactly what you said, Jamie. I was just down. My eyes would be open, but I would have that momentary where I was literally clonic, where I couldn't move, but I would drop and then just stiffen. And
yeah,
it's like a dead man drop, a dead man seizure. A lot of people have, but it might be. Just journal it and explain it to your doctor.
Journal it. It happened to me twice, pretty much, but thankfully my daughter caught me before I actually hit the kitchen floor. But I was like,
wow,
going like this over top of a bowl of steaming pasta. So I could have gone forward into the pasta, or could have gone backward and hit my head on the other countertop. Thankfully, she came around the corner and saw me and grabbed me. And she's bigger than me, so that was good. And then the other time I happened to come to as I was about to fall off the thing I had landed on, like I was balancing on something. And I was like, whoa, okay, I need to get down lower before I fall and hit my head again.
I see you, Toaster.
Oh, yes, Toaster.
I was gonna say, like you were Sailor, you're talking about your thing you did in the kitchen. That reminded me the other day I made dinner, and I'm so excited because the last time I was in the kitchen and made dinner, my memory took over. I started making dinner, and then I think I heard something on TV, so I stepped over to the living room, and then that went to a commercial, so I wasn't laid down. I totally forgot. That's my memory. I forgot I was cooking. I laid down and I started hearing rice. Start smelling something burning, and I burned the rice. That's the first time I seen black rice, like black. Memory just took over, and I forgot everything was happening. I think
It's
I
in my
turned
medical
off the light
file.
as I was
Yeah.
passing the kitchen.
That's
And
actually in my medical file that I tried to make rice without water in the rice cooker, and my family told my epileptologist, and that's when he was like, no more cooking. And then I was trying to do the pasta, and then he was like, definitely no more cooking, honey. You can't do that.
I got an air fryer now.
Oh,
Safe.
yeah.
Safe. Real
As
safe.
long as you put the water in it. What if you don't put the water in it?
I forgot.
Bye,
Go ahead,
everybody.
Toaster.
Gots to go.
I just
I'll
want to
try and
say,
stop
thank
in
you
later.
guys.
See you later.
I love you guys so much. This is who I used to call Pookie. So I'm gonna go play with her now.
All right.
And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything. I love you guys already, and I'll see you later.
Check back in later. We might still be here.
Yep.
Awesome. I will. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Exactly.